Hello friends and welcome to my channel. Here I make book related videos. So if you are interested in books, do subscribe to my channel and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video. When we talk of children's books, a few names come into mind, like J.K. Rowling, Enid Blyton and Roald Dahl. However, there are certain Indian authors who were a part of our growing up years. I used to wait for Tinkle and Amar Chitra Kathas, or be caught up in the delightful adventures of R.K. Narayan's adorable hero, Swami. In fact, I credit my love for reading to Uncle Pai as I grew up reading Amar Chitra Kathas. Here are 5 Indian authors you must introduce to your young ones, and they will certainly capture the imagination of your budding bookworms. And the first one on my list is Anant Pai. Anant Pai, who was lovingly known as Uncle Pai, is the creative genius behind the timeless comical characters like Tantri the Mantri, Supandi, Kalia the Crow, and Shikari Shambhu. The credit of retelling Indian mythology in a way that would appeal to kids goes to Uncle Pai. I used to devour Amar Chitra Kathas, and thanks to these beautifully illustrated comics, I am well versed with Indian history and mythology. Uncle Pai should be a must on every Indian child's reading list. The next author is Ruskin Bond. I never read a proper Ruskin Bond book as a child, but I read many of his short stories. Our English curriculum every year would be incomplete without a Ruskin Bond story. Now I have read many of his books and I absolutely love his children's books like The Blue Umbrella, Angry River, Granny's Lost Glasses, and essential stories for the young readers. Ruskin Bond created a character of a young boy, Rusty, with interesting stories like Rusty Runs Away, Rusty Goes to London, Rusty and the Leopard, etc. His stories are typically set in Mussoorie or Dehradun, and he brings alive the spirit of mountains and nature for his young readers. He depicts the flora and fauna of the hills, the amazing landscapes, the varied seasons, the simple hill folk with interesting characters through his stories. He has written more than 30 books for children. And the next author is R.K. Narayan. Who can forget Swami and his day-to-day adventures in Malgudi? Like Ruskin Bond's stories, Swami's stories also used to be an integral part of our curriculum. Malgudi was a fictional town, but it came alive in R.K. Narayan's works. R.K. Narayan created an adorable character called Swami. Swami appeals to the young and the adults alike. Malgudi Days and Swami and Friends will introduce the kids to the carefree life of a young boy growing up in South India. In today's era, when technology has overtaken the lives of even children, it is refreshing to read about the adventures of Swami and his friends during the long summer afternoons. Old value systems are beautifully reflected in Narayan's works, where grandparents were central to families, and the children used to lead a disciplined life without any internet or TV. You should also check out other R.K. Narayan works like The Lolly Road, Under the Banyan Tree, and Grandmother's Tales. And the next author is Oma Krishnaswamy. Oma Krishnaswamy is a relatively new author who is popular all over the world due to her beautifully illustrated books for young adults. Her books have been translated into 11 languages. Her most popular books include Chachaji's Cup, The Happiest Tree, The Closet Ghost, and Bringing Asha Home. And the last author is Sudha Murthy. Sudha Murthy is a prolific writer who has written 9 novels and numerous collections of short stories and books for children. Her collection of short stories, How I Taught My Grandmother to Read and Other Stories, chronicles her experiences with her grandparents and elder relatives. Her books have been translated into numerous vernacular languages. Her other recommended works for children include The Bird with Golden Wings, The Magic of Lost Temple, Grandma's Bag of Stories, The Upside Down King, etc. So these were my recommendations for Indian authors whom your child must read. If you have read any of their works, do share with me in the comments. And if you like this video, do comment, like and share. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do subscribe for more bookish content. Until my next video, bye and take care.